Hello guys, let's start with the warm-up today, all right? What we're gonna need for this is a chair to sit down in and an open floor space to walk around in, okay? So get those two things ready. We're gonna have a seat in our chair and kind of scoot your butts up towards the center of the seat. And sit up real tall. Stick your chest out, please. Grab your wrists like me and raise your arms up over your head like this and hold it. Feel that stretch in your back. Bring your hands back down to your stomach. Let's go back up. Hold it. Nice and tall here. And then back down to your stomach. Now let's go back up and down quickly. Good. Sitting up real tall here. Okay. Now we stay up here at the top. And we're gonna bend over left and right at the waist, stretching our sides out, okay? Go ahead and feel that stretch across your rib cage here. Very good. Six. Okay, now back up to the center and sit up tall, sticking your chest out. Turn your body from left to right, twisting your chest. Twist your chest more than your arms. Good. All right, arms down. Now, we're gonna, again, sit up real tall, but roll your shoulders in forwards circles like this, okay? Let's begin. Good. Good movement of the shoulders and the shoulder blades and the collarbones. Nice. Now, go backwards with the shoulders. Backwards circles. Good. All right. Now, stop right there. We're gonna scooch our butts back into the chairs now, all the way deeply. And we're gonna kick our right leg out straight, like this, okay? Getting that knee fully extended and trying to flex this muscle on top, right here. Let's just go ahead and hold that right there. And put it down. Do the left leg. Same way. This makes me feel like I have a stretch right behind my knee. Good, put it down. Do the right leg. And down, left leg. Down, right leg. Now let's pump the gas pedal with our ankle like this a couple times. Okay, put it down, do the left leg. And pump it. All right, and stop. Now, we're all gonna go ahead and stand up, okay? Stand up, clear out your chair so it's out of the way. And we need to make sure that we have a nice clear area here to move around in, all right? So double check the floor and make sure that there's no rugs down there or dumbbells or anything that can trip you up, okay? We're gonna crouch down with our knees bent, hands out like this, And we're gonna sidestep across the room until we get to the other end of the room and come back, all right? Deliberately picking up our feet so that we don't trip on our toes, all right? Let's do this for 45 seconds. Get ready, get set, and begin. Very good. Pick those toes up. Keep your knees bent a little bit. Almost done, guys. And come back to the center of the room. Very good. Next, we're gonna be turning in circles, okay? It's important to be confident spinning in a circle without falling down. And one thing that helps us do that is when we look at something across the room and we find it with our eyes every time that we're spinning. So find something that you can look at across the room by the video screen that you can try to find with your eyes and turn clockwise and then counterclockwise, all right? Let's begin. Ready, set, begin. Good. Keep your eyes on that target as long as you can and as soon as you can. Okay, let's give ourselves one more and we'll come to a stop right there. Very good. Now, next, we're gonna be doing what I call one-sided jumping jacks. And that's where I start off with my feet together and my hands to my side, like so. And I step out to the side and I raise my arm up so I look like that. I come back to the middle and I do the other side. And I just bounce back and forth between these two, all right? With a big step and a big reach, all right? Let's do these for 45 seconds. Ready, set, begin. Very good. Big reach and a big step. Good. This is getting our heart rate up. And stop. Well done. Couple more stretches here, all right? Go ahead and interlock your fingers together like this, all right? I'd like you to push your palms out and then raise your arms up over your head so you're standing tall like this, okay? Let's hold this stretch here for 45 seconds and begin. Take a moment right now to breathe deeply, breathing in all the way and then exhaling nice and slowly. Good. Go ahead and bring your arms down. Now next, we're gonna bend over at the waist with our knees straight and trying to touch our toes like this, okay? Let's go ahead and bend over here, 45 seconds, and begin. Let your arms just dangle down with gravity. Let your head dangle down with gravity. You should be feeling a stretch in your hamstrings, behind your knees, and your lower back. All right, good. Come on up, guys. That concludes the warm-up. Let's get ready for more exercise with the next video. All right, welcome, guys. For the first exercise that we're gonna do, we're gonna need a chair to work out with, okay? So go ahead and grab yourself a nice firm kitchen chair, all right? And have a seat in it. Now, one thing that's important to understand what to do safely is how to stand up from a chair and how to sit down properly into a chair, okay? We never, ever, ever want to grab onto something and pull ourselves up. We always want to push ourselves up with our hands. So that's what we're gonna learn here on this first exercise, okay? How to sit down properly with our hands and stand up. So here I am seated in my chair. I'm gonna put my hands on my seat and use my hands to push myself up, okay? Then when I go to sit down, I'm gonna reach for my chair and reach for my seat and touch them with my fingertips before I commit to sitting down. That way, my brain knows exactly where that chair is, okay? And I'm not gonna misjudge it and end up falling on the floor, okay? We need to be able to touch our chair with our hands before we sit down, all right? So let's go ahead and stand up and sit down in that manner here, all right? Ready, set, begin. Good. You guys do this at your own comfortable pace. It's more about practice and doing it right with our hand placement. Very good. We're not just plopping down onto the chair. We're sitting down carefully. Very good. And let's stop right there. Next, we're gonna move our chair over to the side right here. Oops. And stand behind your chair. All right? We'll give you guys a chance to organize your chair. All right, now next, we're gonna do where we bring our knee up and we swing it around like that and we bring our foot down, okay? Nice and high up with the knee, swing it around and come down, all right? Let's do that 12 times on this leg. Ready, set, begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Very well done. Now, we'll do it on the other leg. So I just moved my chair over here so that you guys can see it well. Okay, ready? Set, begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, let's do another round on each leg. All right, you guys ready? Here we go. Ready, set, begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, last round on the other leg. Switch it around. All right, very good. Let's do this leg 12 times. Ready, set, begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, fantastic. Now, the next exercise we're gonna do is something I call a golfer's pickup. It's kind of like I'm picking up a golf ball from the cup, all right? And that's where I'm holding onto the chair for balance, but I reach for the floor with my right hand and I allow my right foot to leave the ground. And then I stand back up tall, right? So one more time, I'm reaching for the floor with my right hand and I'm letting my right foot leave the ground. And then I finish nice and tall, okay? We're gonna do 12 of those with this right hand reaching. Ready, set, begin. 1, and finish tall. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Great job. We're gonna do that on the left side, okay? So this time, I'm reaching for the floor with my left hand and letting my left leg leave the floor. All right? You guys all ready? Set, and begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good, let's go back and do another 12 on each side. Okay, we're reaching for the floor with our right hand, letting our right foot leave the floor. Ready, set, begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Great, let's go finish this out on the other leg. All right, we're gonna be reaching for the floor with our left hand. All right, ready, set, begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And stop. All right. We're still going to be behind our chairs for these last two exercises. What we're going to do is we're going to put our left foot in front of our right foot, like we're on a tightrope here, okay? And we're allowed to hold on to our chair a little bit with our fingertips, but we're going to bend both of our knees down into a squat like that and stand up. We're going to go up and down like this, okay? Let's make sure that we don't raise up our heel in the back right here, okay? Because you're going to feel a stretch right back here every time we do it. All right, ready, set, begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Fantastic. Go ahead and switch your feet around. This time your right foot is in front. We're going to do the same thing 12 times. Keeping that back heel down. Ready, set, begin. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look up straight. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Well done. All right. Now, let's work on our ankle strength, okay? What we're gonna do is we're gonna face our chair and place both of our hands on the back of the chair. And we're just simply gonna go up onto our tippy toes, lifting our heels off the floor, and stay there for 40 seconds, okay? Nothing more than that, all right? So when I tell you to, I want you guys to get up there and hold it. Ready, set, begin. Very good. We're feeling this in the calves and in the feet and in the Achilles tendons. Very good. Come on down. All right, one more thing to do, okay? We're gonna do the same thing, but raising the toes off of the floor, okay? We just stand there and we keep the toes up. This one, definitely hold on to the chair because, you know, you might fall backwards. So hold on to that chair. Toes are gonna go up and we're gonna hold it for 40 seconds. Guys ready? Set, and begin. Good. Go ahead and come on down. Great job, guys. All right, welcome, guys. Let's do some balance and coordination exercises. What we're gonna need today is a nice, sturdy, firm chair and an open floor space to move around in, okay? So let's go ahead and get behind our chair and stand up. We're gonna place one of our hands just nice and lightly on the back of the chair like this. And we're gonna stand with one knee up high like this, like a flamingo, all right? 30 seconds. Get ready, get set, and begin. Good. Keep your eyes focused on one thing, all right? Don't be looking around the room. And bring your foot down. Well done. Now, we're gonna do the other leg, all right? Other knee is gonna come up and we're just gonna stand on that leg. Ready, set, and begin. Very good. Bring your leg down. Now next, I want you guys to bring your feet nice and close together, okay? You're gonna close your left eye, so I'm only looking out my right eye, okay? We're gonna stand like that for 30 seconds, okay? Go ahead and close your left eye and begin. Good, now that you've been there, now I want you to use that right eye to look at something far across the room. And now I want you to look at something very close to you, like the floor. And now look at something far away. And now open your eyes. Well done. Do the same thing by closing your right eye, okay? We're gonna close our right eye and begin. Good, now look at something far across the room. Now look at the floor in front. And now look at something far. And stop. All right, next, we definitely want to make sure that we are next to our chair just in case we need to grab onto it if we fall. We're gonna be standing with our feet together and closing our eyes at the same time, okay? So both of our eyes are closed. We're gonna do that for 30 seconds, okay? Get ready, get set, and begin. Very good. Open your eyes. All right. Now, next, we're gonna have our feet nice and close together again. And this time, we're gonna take our hand and reach across our body real far this away, and then real far this away. Reaching as far to the left as we can and as far to the right as we can, okay? We're gonna do that for 30 seconds, alternating, all right? Ready, set, begin. And stop. Very well done. We're gonna do that one more time. Remember, when we do this, reaching, we're not bending over and hunching over like this. We are just simply reaching kind of upright all the way to one side, all right? So don't lean over at the waist. All right, 30 more seconds each way in an alternating fashion. Ready? Set, begin. And stop. All right, so now we're still standing behind our chair and we're gonna do something with our feet this time, okay? We're gonna be taking a cross step across our body and bouncing back. Okay? I cross around and I bounce right back. It's almost like I'm catching myself from stumbling. I go there and I bounce right back, okay? We're gonna do this in an alternating fashion for 1 minute, all right? So get ready, guys. Get set and begin. Good. Catch yourself and bounce right back. Good. And come on back to the center. Now next, we're gonna need to clear out our chair and have a nice wide open area. So let's go ahead and move our chair, please. And we come back into our room. We take a quick scan of the floor and make sure that there's nothing on the floor that's gonna trip us up. All right? What we're gonna do is we're gonna start on one side of the room and we're gonna walk to the other side of the room, walking heel to toe, like we're walking on a tightrope like this, okay? And then once we get to the other end of the room, we are gonna walk backwards to where we began. When we walk backwards, we're just walking backwards normally. We're not walking heel to toe backwards because that's a little too dangerous. We're only walking heel to toe when we go forwards, all right? Let's do this for 1 minute, all right? You guys ready? Set, and begin. Good, walk that tightrope. And you guys are gonna do this at your own pace. Very good. And stop. Well done, guys.